Hi all, Andy here to walk you through the Payment Process Gateway application. So when you first click the app, it will bring you to this home screen. Now it looks a little different because I'm using my desktop rather than the cell phone, but the processes will be essentially the same. I'm going to hit login because I've already created an account on this platform. However, if you're new, you can either log in with your Google account, Facebook account, or with an alternative email address. Let's hop in. So when you first land on the homepage, you'll be seeing this initial video, just simply talking about the idea and the purpose behind the application. I take it if you're on this video, you've already watched that video, so I will proceed ahead. If you go ahead and click the order form demo, you can actually walk in and just experiment and play with the environment. This is the sample template if for a hypothetical situation use case for a sushi restaurant. So what we want to do is let's pick our drink size. We can pick our order. Let's say we're gonna get a small caterpillar roll. Let's get one of those. I personally love the dragon rolls, so I'm probably gonna get a medium order of that. And then I like the mahi mahi for some friends, and there's three of them, so I'll get three mahi mahis as well. And you know what? The server's been pretty great, and I'll just leave a $15 tip. Now, as you look down, all of this has already been calculated, so it's calculated the taxes. So if we remove the tip, that number's not correct. It will calculate it to be the 10% based off of that initial condition. And then just we can add back the tip in here as well. So bugs, always working to resolve bugs. But you'll see after we've completed that, we'll be brought to the second checkout page. The order total will be at the top, along with an opportunity for us to include our contact information. And what this is going to do is transmit an email with a summary of our order to our cell phone in order for us to then initiate the payment process system. One thing you may not be seeing on the back end is that every submission is actually being tracked with a transaction ID number, and that transaction ID number will be provided by the end user as a two-factor authentication in order to confirm both their order, their identity, and then to confirm payment once submitted. I'm going to go ahead and hit 5 stars because this has been a great experience, and hit submit. And we can head back here. So now if I go to my inbox, to the very, very top, I will find a receipt for my order. So here, it says, thank you for ordering from Midnight Sushi Express. That's our hypothetical use case. Please review your order below and submit payment via Zelle. But click the link in the app or scan the QR code. Please be sure to include your order ID in the memo line. So this is a generic ID number that was able to create. It's a 12-digit string. I can program it to be any variety of strings from 4 to, I believe it goes up to 25 digits. It'll include the order date and as well as my orders. So I got a small caterpillar, 3 medium dragon rolls, my mahi is medium, and my $15 tip, the tax, and then the subtotal. Now, what I'll be doing is I would take this digit, I'd copy it, and going back into the application, I've included a copy of our QR code. So in this situation, we will be able to leave a link in the description in the email here to the company, your company's Zelle account. But then we can also place a copy of that generic gateway here as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and scan it with my cell phone, which opens the portal. It's going to prompt me to access my Zelle and to incorporate it. Now, the next thing it's going to ask me is for to identify the bank I am with. I'm with JP Morgan Chase. I have the application, and so what's going to happen is that Zelle is going to transfer me to the application on my phone. So I'm going to continue to my bank, from which I will be signing in and finalizing payment as usual. No different than if I was sending a Zelle to a friend. At which point, once submitted, the recipient will have a confirmation receipt, which a copy of the transaction ID number in the memo line, which we have here, as well as an email being sent to the business owner, yourself, which includes both the transaction ID number and payment, because that will have gone straight into your bank account. On the back end, what some additional work we'll be able to do is parse through that email that you receive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a Zelle. A colleague sent me previously, and it's this very simple format. It'll have the person's name, their account information. It'll have the payment number, and right here you'll see the memo. And in that area as well, the transaction ID number will be placed. From that information, we can actually pull from the email using some additional automations on the back end and take that information, pair it up with the email and phone number provided by the customer during checkout, and actually include that into our CRM database. And from there, we can actually continue sending them additional offers and promotions for them to come back and visit us and purchase more sushi or tickets to a concert or an event. Or to book a stay at our hotel, or to renew their subscription to a service. There's literally no limit to this other than your creativity. So again, just as the walkthrough of the application for the Zelle Payment Gateway. This is a very large system in terms of the origin of Zelle. It was actually created by the banks. This is their system that we are tapping into in order to bypass those pesky merchant fees. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me or text me at the number on the application right down here. I look forward to working with you. Take care.